It's that time, y'all. Time for big boys boxing.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
What is up, team? Hope everybody is staying safe, staying well, all that good stuff, staying away from the Rona. So, today, just a quick stream. We're going to run through the 3 heavyweight fights worth talking about this weekend. So, firstly, on Saturday in Canada, Friday in Canada, it'll be Saturday here in New Zealand, we are going to have this fight here between Simon Kean and Don Haynesworth. Now, the bookies have got this really wide. Sorry, I'm just trying to find. I had it all sorted out here. Card on Box Street to refresh my memory as I go. So Kabayel hasn't been in the ring for almost a year. His last fight was against the nobody, and he's 20-0 at present. 6'4", orthodox German. Well, this ain't the card in Canada, obviously. This will be on Sunday morning New Zealand time. Sorry, messed that up. I was supposed to start with the Simon Kean one, but I'm starting with Kabayel versus Johnson. Okay, Kabayel versus Kevin Johnson. We know what's going to happen here. It's going to go the distance. Kabayel's going to win on points. However, Kevin Johnson, I think it was his last outing. When was it? No, it wasn't his last outing. When he fought Marius Vuk, actually 2 fights ago. That was in June last year, almost exactly a year ago. He fought Marius Vuk, and he was throwing punches. He wasn't just shelling up. So, could Kevin Johnson possibly bring an upset here? I don't think so. He is coming off a win though. He got a 7th round knockout of his last opponent, Juan Pablo Hernandez, who was 29-1 at the time. He's 29-2 now. So, is there a bit of a resurgence with Kevin Johnson? Possibly, but dude's getting pretty long in the tooth. Kabayel's a pretty slick boxer. He's pretty good all round. He doesn't have huge power, but he's got good skills. He moves well. He's quick enough. I think he should get this fight done on points, no problem. So if you're betting, bet on it. It's a 12-round fight, and it is what it is. I guess with Kabayel not being in the ring for a year and not fighting a decent opponent since he fought Derek Chisora back in 2019, I think it was. He needs a bit of a tune-up before he starts getting right into it again, so it is what it is. It's on a German card. We probably won't get to see that. Down here in New Zealand, it's pretty tough to get hold of the German cards, the Canadian cards, and the Mexican cards. So, yeah, I showed the wrong picture, obviously, but we'll move on to this Simon Kean and Don Haynesworth fight now. This fight is gonna be on a card in Mexico that's headlined by David Lemieux and how do I say this? David Zagara. I don't know who this David Zagara is. He's 34-4. David Lemieux, we know who he is. He can punch. He's 42-4. But anyways, Simon Kean and Don Haynesworth are on the undercard of this fight. And the bookies have got this one really wide as well. Just let me quickly check here. I'm pretty sure they had... Where is it? There it is. Simon Kean is paying $1.01, so you don't get any more of a favourite than that. And Don Haynesworth is paying $15. I've got no options for methods or rounds or anything on my betting site, but Simon Kean has been knocked out before by Dylan Carmen. He got knocked out in the 4th round against Dylan Carmen. Got caught with a good shot, never recovered. I think he got put down twice and the rest stopped the fight. He had a fight after that and got a win, TKO in 2 rounds, but then he took on Dylan Carmen again, trying to get his revenge, and he got it with a 3rd round technical knockout. But he is a little bit vulnerable, so just a tiny smidge of a man. Paying $15, you could put a lazy $5 on it, even a lazy $2. And if Haynesworth manages to pull it out, because Haynesworth can bang. Let me look at his record here. Haynesworth is 16-5. He's coming off 2 losses. A UD loss to Del Long, who is someone he's fought before actually, but I'll get to that in a sec. And the fight before that was Guido Vianello. He got TKO'd in the 1st round. Ooh, that's not a good look, because Guido doesn't have a lot of power. He's getting knocked out. I thought Haynesworth was pretty durable usually. His last win was against the guy he lost to, Del Long. He TKO'd him in the 3rd of 6 rounds, and then he lost to him in the rematch via UD, but it went the distance. It was only a 4-rounder, the second one. It's odd. The first fight they had was a 6-rounder, so they were going backwards. That was weird. But Haynesworth has lost via TKO in 3 rounds to Zhili Zhang as well. Who else have we got? I'm looking for his the loss here. TKO loss, 3rd round of 8 to Bryant Jennings. Geez, that must have been back a while. 2017. So I think that was all of his losses. Yeah. He's got a draw in there. He had a unanimous draw over 6 rounds with Tony Washington Jr. or Tommy Washington Jr. Don't know who the hell that is either. But anyways, Ajit Kabayel should win this at the very least on points, but I think he might be able to stop Haynesworth. It's an 8-rounder, so there may not be enough time, but I think maybe he's going to stop Haynesworth in between round 6 and 8, somewhere there. But Kabayel's got a bit of ring rust, probably after not having some decent competition. I mean, Haynesworth isn't exactly decent competition either. So yeah, I'm picking Kabayel for the stoppage between 6 and 8. It's not Kabayel, dickhead. I mean, yeah, Simon Kean. I'm picking him to stop him between 6 and 8, but don't totally disregard Don Haynesworth. I think he's actually got a bit more of a shot than the bookies have got it at 15 to 1. I'm probably going to throw $2 or $3 on it just in case as a single bet, and throw a multi with other bets on. Alright, so moving on to the big one. Get myself organized here. There we go. Daniel Dubois versus Bogdan Dinu for the WBA interim heavyweight title. Now, this fight is some kind of scam for sure. Bogdan Dinu has not fought anybody to have him ranked so highly in the WBA. He has fought nobody. He's 20-2 at present, right? His last fight was against Frank Blumel. Frank Blumel, who's 16-8-2. Nobody. The fight before that, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, was against a guy who's 23-12-2. Nobody. And then the last fight before that was the Kubrat Pulev fight. We saw what happened there, and it seems to be a common theme with Bogdan Dinu. Dude does actually have some skills. He's got some pop. He can move. He's pretty quick, but only for 4 rounds. Only for 4 rounds. Anything more than 4 rounds, he starts to capitulate. Unless he's done something different in training to beef up his conditioning and stamina. I mean, the dude's like he's got a real job. I think he's a SWAT or armed defenders or something like that in his home country of Romania. But boxing was like a hobby. I mean, the dude had a pretty good amateur pedigree as well. I hear he's been training with one of his previous opponents, Jarrell Miller, who's been helping him out. Hopefully he hasn't been injecting him with EPO or anything stupid like that. The big walking pharmacy. But we saw the same thing with Bogdan Dinu against Jarrell Miller. Was 4 rounds, he got stopped. Now, I had a run through of his record yesterday, and I believe there's only... I'll have a quick look. 3 of 8. TKO 4. TKO 4. TKO 1. Retired. 6th round of 8. So he's got one win there. 6th round of 8, his opponent retired, but his opponent was 38-10. Manuel Alberto Pucheta. Know that name. I might be thinking of someone else, actually. Someone else, Pucheta. Did see a UD win somewhere. TKO round 2, TKO round 1, TKO round 2. UD over 6 rounds. That's the only fight I can see that went the distance of Bogdan Dinu, and that was against a guy who was 3-2. The guy's name is Avery Gibson. Oh no, Avery Gibson. Tricky character. Seen him a lot in the World Series of Boxing. So, understandable. over 6 rounds. That was the only one. We've got a TKO on the 5th round here. TKO 4th round. Getting pretty early in his career. 1st round stoppage, 6 of 8. So, at a decent level, Bogdan Dinu is good for 4 rounds. Now, Daniel Dubois is coming off that horrific injury loss to Joe Joyce, where he smashed his orbital bone to bits. His face all swelled up. He took a knee and took the TKO loss. And I think he did the right thing by taking a knee and getting out of that fight, live to fight another day, all that sort of stuff. The big thing about that incident, I think, was his corner should have pulled him out before then. And I'm glad Daniel Dubois has moved on to another coach, because his old coach didn't seem to have his fighters' best interests at heart. Sometimes fighters have to be saved from themselves. If a fighter has to save themselves, and it's gotten that far, the corner's not doing their goddamn job. But anyway, he's coming off that loss. We don't know if there's going to be any type of psychological damage or subconscious damage. You know, is he not going to be as aggressive? Is he not going to put as much on his punches, worrying more about what's coming back? But I can definitely imagine that Bogdan Dinu, after watching Joe Joyce and how Daniel Dubois didn't cope with a stiff jab, I can see Bogdan Dinu trying to jab Dubois' head off, particularly in those first few rounds when he's got a bit more speed and hasn't capitulated. I expect Dinu to have some success, particularly in the first and second rounds. But if he gets caught with something heavy by Daniel Dubois, we could see stuff change real quick. I think Dinu does have a big enough heart and enough determination to get through some difficult periods earlier in the fight, but once it gets past round 4, I think we'll see him start sliding. If it gets that far, I think he'll be out of there by 6. So I'm picking Daniel Dubois to win that fight between rounds 4 and 6. Maybe I'd stretch that out to between 3 and 6. So, let me just switch over. We'll have a look at this bookie site here in New Zealand. Our betting site is the TAB. So, if I was going to bet this weekend, which I am, I haven't made my deposit and whatnot yet, but Simon Kean, Don Haynesworth, I'll be taking that one, since I've got no options here. I've just got the win or the loss here, see? So, I'll put that into a multi-bet. Because I know, where is it? Excuse me. I'm sure it was up here. David Lemieux, this one here. This is an easy money one as well. $3. Let's see. $11. We've got options, no options. So let's take that one as well. Throw that into a multi. I've learned over the last few weeks I've been trying to lay big multis and just picking a lot of favourites of the ones that I don't know about. But there's been a few minor upsets in these easy or supposed easy win fights. But if I don't know the guys, I'm not going to pick anything anymore. They screwed up my multis. So, what else have we got here? Flores. Ajit Kabayel, Kevin Johnson. $3. This is the one I'd like options on, but we don't have any options as yet. They may come up closer to the fight, which they obviously quite often do. But for now, we'll take that one in the multi as well. You son of a gun. Wanted. Coming about, so I have to do it all again. Try again. Edge Kabayel, Kevin Johnson. We'll take that one in the multi. Well, you all, so we can see more of them. What else have we got here? Don't know this guy. Tommy Fury and this Josh Grant. That should be a Tommy Fury easy win as well. So we'll take that one. Check, no options. Okay, that's fine. Daniel Dubois versus Bogdan Dinu. See, we've got options here. So take look in the options. So we got Dubois points of decision. That'll be paying heaps because that's not going to happen. Dubois by knockout, $1.25. So that's a little bit better, but that's not what we want to look at. Close that. Pick the round exact. No, they always try and show you that one. I want to group 4 rounds. We'll have a look at the odds here. Bridal run round to 4, $1.67. Let us group 6. 6 round group. Dubois inside 6. $1.32. That's not quite as good. So what we'll do, I think, have a look at the 3 rounds. Unfortunately, you can't pick what 3 rounds. I'd like to go like round 2 to 5. 3 to 5 would be good. $2 and 1 to 3. $3.60 for 4 to 6. I think I will go for the 3 rounds. It's a bit of a punt, but we'll see what the multi is worth. Let's have a look. Multis. This is something to look at. 5-leg multi. Only paying $2.29. So chuck the fiver on it. And see, that's not a very good. That's not very good. The multi. So maybe we'll try and chuck a couple more in there. Let's find. There are a couple easier ones in there. $1.14. That looks pretty safe. Throw that in there. This is exactly what I said I wouldn't do anymore. That's 6. That should be easy money. $1, easy money. $5, easy money. Anything over $1.15, I'll stay away from. We'll just put it all in the multi and see what happens. $1. That's got to be easy money for sure. $5. Yeah, throw it all in there. Alright, let's see what that does to the multi. Why won't it let me take the multi? Oh, because I've got one. It's crossed across two of them. Oh, that one I see. So you can't put something in there that you've picked the rounds as well. And now we can do the multi. Conflicting 11 leg multi. Still not paying a lot. But if I throw fiver on it. So that'd probably be my easy multi for the weekend. But I'd do a couple of standalone bets as well. But yeah, so that's my little weekend's betting tips and so on and so forth. My predictions are out there now, so just to reiterate, I've got Simon Kean stopping Don Haynesworth. What I say, between 4 and 6. I've got Kabayel winning on points against Kevin Johnson, and I've got Dinu stopping Dinu between rounds 3 and 5. Those are my official predictions. I hope you guys maybe going to chuck a little something on these fights over the weekend and make it a little bit more interesting, because in all honesty, these heavyweight dust-ups aren't that competitive. So yeah, that's me for today. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Well team, that brings us to the end for today. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you have, and subscribe to the channel not to miss future content. Now, if you'd like to get more involved with the channel, I do a lot of stuff over on Discord at the Big Boys Boxing Discord server. You can join through the invite link that's in the description of all my videos, or you can come to the main channel page and hit this Discord icon that's up here on the right hand top side of the channel. It will take you to here. This is the Big Boys Boxing Discord general boxing chat section. As you can see, we post news, talk about boxing. We also have some other avenues here. We have live fight links, where I drop links to fights within 24 hours of them screening. We have the Fight Night Gym up there as well. That's just where we talk strategies and tips and things for Fight Night Champion. And we also have fight replays. I'll drop the odd replay there if you want to come back and watch fights. But here is the live panel. This is where the panel members on YouTube on my lives come. If you want to join in a panel, you can come here, click on it, and you're in. See the green rings around my avatar? It means it's working. Down the bottom here is your mute. You want to mute at any time, no more green rings. And over here is the hang up button. This is noise suppression. But yeah, the hang up button to get out of there. Boom, and you're out. Also down here we have live fight streams. Got 2 channels there. We do stream live fights there. You can come and watch them there. I've also got the Fight Night Gym. The gym members on Fight Night Champion, quite often we come in here, use this as our voice. We can stream each other's displays here and watch each other as well, so it makes it more interactive. And obviously watch BB games. Sometimes I'll put my Xbox up there if I'm playing a game besides Fight Night Champion, which there isn't many of. But anyways, like I say, that is it for today. If you are thinking of signing up to DAZN, you should use my referral link, which is also in the description. If you do use it, you will get a month free. I'm impressed with DAZN. I've just signed up to it, and there's a lot of archive fights there, but the quality of their productions has gotten really good. So get into it, and I shall catch you next time. I'm Jonas from Big Boys Boxing, and I'm out. See you!
Subscribe to BBBoxing.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Good luck, bro.